not just PhDs, but very many professors. And we are very, very deeply proud of him. And I thank you for being here. I thank you for coming here out, paying your money to eat Nigerian food or to have a taste of Nigerian food. The consulate that is in Roswell Road, we cover 17 states. 17 states that encompasses about 120 million Americans, economy of over economy of over 4 trillion United States dollars, of over 500,000 Nigerians. We have the highest concentration of Nigerians in our jurisdiction, and it's no mean responsibility. Anybody that knows me, I have on my card my cell number to say that anybody that wants to reach me at any given point in time can reach me. I'm very open. I operate an open door policy. So also is my consulate, which I'm proud to head. So I thank Shita and Kelly for this wonderful initiative. She had said I could talk to you about what is the current situation in Nigeria, the economy. And as you well know, Nigeria is of over 170 million people. We are the biggest population in Africa. For every 5 Africans, you have one as a Nigerian. We are very passionate about education, and that is the reason why we can have over 2 million Nigerians here in the United States that you can find in in every field of human knowledge, of every field of human endeavor. People have started noting this, and we are now among the eight most education immigrant population you can find in the United States. We are very proud of it, and our diaspora population contributes very deeply, and we also pay a lot of attention to that. We are not taking that for granted. The best you can have for any nation is human resource. The Japanese virtually have nothing. No mineral resource or natural resource, or the Koreans, they can testify, or even the Germans. But the most valuable resource you can count on for any country is human resource. We are trying to turn Nigeria to a knowledge economy, with, of course, the blessing and courtesy of our diaspora population. We are extremely delighted that we are the biggest economy in Africa today, with over 510 billion United States dollars as our GDP as of 2013. And even at that, the microeconomy of Nigeria was not taken into account. We are now talking of the macroeconomy. So when you put everything together, even as of 2013, I believe that you have over 600 billion United States dollars as our GDP. South Africa comes second. I think it's a little bit distant second, of over 310 billion. And Egypt comes next with over 200 billion. So in terms of population of 170 million people, and a GDP of, I would say, confidently, of 600 million. Nigeria is well ahead, and we have, the government is is embarking on what I call the transformation agenda, trying to open up the economy, liberalizing the economy, developing our infrastructure. We have to be brutally honest with ourselves that our infrastructure is not the best. So the government is deeply addressing that. The railway is working. We have started having our railway working today, which has been in the doldrum for over 20 years. And of course, our waterways also is being dredged. The Niger Delta, the River Niger, and later we go to River Benue. So general infrastructure is being developed. The airports are being modernized to bring it to modern standards. And we are liberalizing this economy and trying to diversify. Oil and gas have had a lot of monopoly, but we are looking at every sector of the economy now, including agriculture, which has vast opportunities. And we are embarking on what we call economic diplomacy, trying to bring trade and investment. We are very delighted that even our power sector, which is one of the biggest problems we have, the government has now privatized the power sector, and we are calling on investors to come and invest in terms of generation, in terms of distribution, but government retains the transmission of the power, and is managed by Minnesota of Canada. So the economy is being privatized. Generally, we are selling all the this thing because we discovered that government has no business in the private sector, and the economy should be driven by the private sector, while government makes regulations to guide the economy and provide infrastructure and generally provides security. So we call on all of you. I met Bruce, who has been doing business in Nigeria. He's familiar with the business culture of Nigeria, and we need more to come, not only in the mining sector, but in other areas of interest. And we prefer, of course, the business culture of America that takes care of the environment, takes care of the welfare of the people, takes care of the people and is people oriented, rather than a situation, for example, the Chinese that just goes after the Chinese that go after just what they can scoop out of this. So we use this opportunity to call on every investor, everybody that's interested in Nigeria to come. The last summit in DC was extremely successful. That is the summit of Africa and America. And Nigeria, I must tell you, not because I'm a Nigerian, but Nigeria was a reference point. Yes, so many things we are doing and many things we have done was reference point. For example, in the power sector, in the agricultural sector, and all that. Food is one of the areas of the promotion of anybody's culture. You can understand, even when the Chinese are in isolation and they are not in the mainstream of the world economy, everybody knows about Chinese food. I remember when we moved from Greece to Germany. One of the areas we patronized most was a Chinese restaurant, and the Indians have also come very, very heavily. Maybe because they also close their food as their food is spicy, close to the African food that we eat, and many more. But the Chinese are very distinct. They make it in such a way that tasty and also very affordable. So they promote, at that time when the Cold War was still raging, not only did they break through ping-pong diplomacy or the beer diplomacy they gave to America when Nixon visited, but also through their food. Everywhere you go, worldwide now, Chinese restaurant everywhere. So we want also to break through with our food. You have tasted the jollof rice, which is prepared in a unique Nigerian way. We have tasted the plantain, the fried plantain, and I'm surprised that I didn't see egusi soup, which is a delicacy. Yeah. Oh, okay, over there. Okay, egusi soup and some the pounded yam and bit and all the rest. So these are the areas we can also give to this. Culturally, Nigeria is very diverse. It's an ancient country of diverse people, of over 250 ethnic groups. That is just the major ethnic groups. Besides this, there are also minor ethnic groups that are under them. So Nigeria is a very diverse country with ancient culture and its own ways of life. But tourism is an area that should be promoted with virtually untouched, just as we concentrate on oil in other areas. Tourism is untouched. I've been to other countries. I've been to Greece that strives on tourism. I've been to Gambia that strives on tourism. And I say, come on, all this that I'm seeing, my country beat them all, especially in terms of environmental tourism, in terms of cultural tourism, and a lot of diversity that we have. But like I said, food is one of the areas that we are very proud of, because every ethnic group has its own type of food. I think Okon are trying to put these general ones together. But if you go to Nigeria, you discover that every ethnic group has its own type of food according to the environment and according to what the ancient traditions dictate. So Nigeria is a very diverse country in terms of tourism, in terms of food, in terms of business. So we invite anybody that can afford to please come here. It's a country of interest. The security challenges we have today, to me and to everybody, is a passing phase, because as Jonathan says, no evil endures forever. It cannot endure forever. And as President Obama said, the future belongs to those who build, not those who destroy. So that is a reality we must acknowledge. So the challenge we have in terms of security is just a passing phase, confined to just a small section of the country. But generally, the economy of Nigeria is growing.